Good evening. Welcome back to Stick Tack Battle Whack. I'm Stick. As stated before, we are going to try 3 floors of Summit on Heroic Solo. Just so you can kind of see a different build, different set as we go through it. I did hard before, which is kind of the quickest way. I'm working on some commendations. It's the quickest way to burn through floors on hard. Much easier, much faster. Heroic will get you better gear. Heroic isn't that tough. Basically, it gets you a little bit better gear. For time and effort, Heroic is probably your best bet for gear farming. Or challenging with a whole bunch of directives. Legendary, while it can get you some good gear, it's not worth the time invested. It takes a long time to get through Legendary. It's tough if you don't have the right people that know how to play it. So Heroic is a much easier fit. The more directives you put on, the better chance you got of good rolls coming through. So let me fill up my ammo. And like I said, I'm using what I call my legendary build on this. So my legendary build is a tactician. I run the capacitor with the harmony as backup. So just for insync in case I run out of bullets. But the capacitor, charge it up to 40 stacks. I'm getting that 40% extra damage. Because on a capacitor, every time you shoot something, enemy, dog, shield, doesn't matter. You'll see in the aim down sight area, you'll see a tick come up. As long as it's at 40, each stick grants 1.5% skill damage. That's 60% extra skill damage. That's huge. So, and then basically for weapon damage, you get for each battery or skill tier, you get 7.5%. So that's 60% weapon damage, which actually makes a capacitor on par with red builds for holding your own. So if you happen to get rushed or something like that, you can actually put out quite a bit of damage with the capacitor. So I like running that more. Anything within sync is nice, but if you notice over here, you get 20% skill damage, and then when your skill damage is something, you get another 20% because it's doubled with both buffs active. But that's only 40% damage. Once I get 40 stacks on the capacitor, I get 60% damage. It's a much better bang for the buck. On this, this is my normal build. I run 3 Empress International. Everything is max skill damage, max skill haste. So the nice thing about Empress International is it's going to give you skill health, skill damage, and skill efficiency. Skill efficiency gives you 10% of everything. So you get an additional 10% skill damage, 10% skill health, skill duration, status effect. All of those things are included in that skill efficiency. So that really is hands down the best 3-piece to run if you're running skills. Then what I do is I run a 1-piece Wyvern. That gives me an extra 10% skill damage. So you get 10% from the bonus from the skill set damage, and then you get 10% for the actual piece. So from that Wyvern, I get 20% skill damage off of that. So that's big. The waveform, I run with this just because you get the 10% skill damage, but the other thing is the alternating current. So you generate a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second, capping at 10 stacks. So that's 30% extra skill damage from that one piece of equipment as well. But it alternates. So it's 30 on, say, your turret, 0 on your drone, 15 on your turret, 15 on your drone, or it alternates. But still, that's total 30% skill damage all the way across the board. So you can't really rule that out. And then what I do is I run a Bellstone Armory piece, knee pads. It gives me the 1% armor regen. I get a little bit of extra armor, and I just have skill damage and skill haste rolled on it. A little bit harder piece to find, but it works really good. And that way I've got almost 1,000,000 armor, 913k. And what I can do is I can always put things on here for I can put, instead of a 12% skill haste mod, I could put either armor on kill or something like that to help out a little bit. But I find this just kind of works the best. The armor regen is a little slower at just the 1%, but it kind of works, and you'll see that. Yeah, that kind of covers everything. I don't worry about the pistol, although I find the card custom is probably one of the best pistols out there for damage, DPS, everything. So it works really well. Yeah, so that's it. So let's take a go for it. 3 floors of heroic. We'll just start at floor 1.
Yeah, I see you.
And these guys are coming up on me, so I'll melt them pretty quick. See how quick that gets melted. And really, I can double tap these and put both my turret and my drone on a guy, and he melts pretty darn quick. And that clears that. I don't worry about picking up the turret when I'm doing this, because between the skill haste and the max that I have on this, I've got a 10% skill, or a skill haste, 10-second skill haste, I mean. So everything 10, 11 seconds. Now, when you're running heroic and legendary, the thing to remember is there could be a transition surprise, and guys in the transition hallways between the main rooms. But if you come to these doors with the glasses, you shoot through them. I didn't trigger any red. There's no guys in here. So that way you can run through here, check for doors. You got one thing about Summit is it does give you a decent amount of mats, materials out of it for running through it. Alright, next room, we're reset. Skills are reset. We're going to go in.
Shade tech detected.
I've got a Shade Tech room, which can complicate things a little. Not too bad, though. I'm going to try jump in here. I'm just thinking of a good place. You gotta control your skills, kinda. Now I'm going to reset my skills now that I've thinned them out.
Rogue striker drone detected.
And I'm going to put my turret over there. There we go. And we got the next wave coming in. Always pop the weak point, and then you can switch. Skills are on my side now, so they're going to be fighting for me. We got a hugger. They are priority number 1. Next wave. Oh, we got a hugger. Next wave, huggers. There we go. Now, if you look at this, you get pretty decent. Like, that skill damage is almost maxed. Well, that's a horrible piece. It's a skill piece for Wyvern with reds, but it's anywhere from 60 to 80% rolls, so it's pretty decent. If you add a couple of directives, it would probably get a little bit better. Not much, though, to be honest. It stays right around that range regardless of what you do. I wish they would improve it a little, but alright, on to the next section once again. Didn't trigger my radar. Move on to the next section. Got a room, just checking for any side rooms. And keys. Now we're floor 1. You're not going to get the key on floor 1. But 2 and 3 is where you'll find the keys possibly. So that's when you really want to start checking. Here's a room, but there's nothing in it. Everything's reset. We'll grab some ammo. Pop the doors.
Active terminal detected.
And this one's going to be a hack the terminal. And I'll tell you a secret here. Oh, never mind, because there's nobody in here. Alright, you don't have to complete the events. You can kill all the guys. There'll be quite a few waves. But once you kill them all, then you can just complete the event on its own. There's only a couple that are timed that are very specific. So I'm going to put this guy here. Except he dropped. We will put him out as soon as there we go. Send him off. He's a hugger. He needs to die quickly. Okay. Put him up there. Next wave. There, I'm up to 40 stacks. Now they pretty much die pretty quick. We got a hugger. I'm gonna put that there. There we go. Now, if you listen, you can hear for the key. It's very subtle though. It's like opening a ammo chest. There it was. It's up and to the right just a little. There it is. See, up and to the right. So, very subtle sound. Hard to hear. If you got any battle or something going on, you're not going to hear it. But that'll speed things up, because now we can kind of race through it. We just have to... unfortunately, we got to hack. That means we got to get close inside the duration. Now, we got huggers. We got other things. So... I'm not gonna get too concerned with it. I am just gonna now my drone will eventually get killed once it gets too close in there. Like right there. There it went. So now I have a single guy left. So he's pretty easy to tiptoe around. That's kind of the easiest way to do this. If you can... because he's going to shoot at the wall. He's not going to hurt you, but... Now, but now that he's dead, they will possibly spawn other dudes, so I like to put this up here. Send that guy in. As soon as he dies, we'll know if there's more guys. Nope. We're good. No radar, so we're good. Always try use a silenced weapon on the locked doors. Just in case there's anybody walking around up here, up the stairwell and stuff, you don't want to trigger them by accident. Because shooting a gun will trigger them. Then they'll be alerted. Okay. Now we're here, nothing going on. There's no real gear I need, so I'm not overly concerned now that I have the key about gear. But it is your best farming. And if you have 2 people or 3 people, you can really get a lot of good gear. Alright, so now I'm going to do this. We'll see how many, where we got enemies at. I'm at 40 stacks, so he should melt pretty quick. You notice, see, my turret, and then my drone will finish him off even if my turret can't see him. Then we get whew, that was a little you immediately want to put your skills onto the huggers. Those huggers, yeah, they'll get you one shot. They'll rip through you, then they start to burn you. And then even though you may survive the explosion, the burn will kill you unless you've got some type of burn resistance or explosion resistance or hazard protection. But if not, kill them quick. Shoot the chest, blow them up, or if you don't want them to blow up near you, shoot them in the legs. Or if you get good, you get a headshot. Okay, we got a door over here. I need the mats. Titanium, steel, more titanium. That's why I said Summit's a really good place to get materials, if that's what you're looking for. There's always stuff around here. Another door. We'll pop that open. And like I said previously, ooh, there's a good piece. It's almost double god rolled. It's got skill haste on it. You just roll skill damage and you got a good skill tier piece. Okay, I'm not a big fan of Hannah U, but if you just want to run a 2-piece, then you get the skill damage right there and the skill haste. So that can be really good. Don't get me wrong. Just for what I like to run Wyvern and Empress International. But you do you. There's no right or wrong. It's just different. Everybody gets used to their play style. But if you like what you see, like, subscribe, and please comment. Let me know what other type of content you want to see. Because that'll drive what I'm putting. I'm trying to put stuff that I think people will like, but I really don't know. Some people may be having problems with Legendary. Some people may be having problems with, you know, just trying to do certain missions. Let me know. I'll gladly do some videos and show you the tips and secrets I've got a lot of time in this game. And like I said, it's not right or wrong. It's just another way of doing things. The nice thing to use this type of build on Heroic Legendary is you can kind of sit protected and you can just direct your skills to do what you need to do, kill who you need to kill, and it keeps you somewhat safe. Some people don't like that play style. I do. I've got a lot of skill builds. I'm really a skill player. I've got a couple of DPS builds and I can do that, but anybody can kind of point and shoot. I just don't find that as much fun. And there we go. Now we got this. We will grab the crate and the mats. And see, there's gun with a god roll. Backpack with almost god rolls on it. Nice. I mean, if you're looking, 511 isn't the greatest. There you go. Some, like I said, anywhere from 50 to 80%, 50 to 100% is what you're going to get out of heroics. So it's decent. See, that's 80% roughly, 85. That's an 80% roll. So you get some good stuff. Now, Wyvern with repair skills, unless you're doing a healing build, it's not really a good piece, but to each their own. Everybody's looking to do something different. But you do get some good pieces, some good materials. So like I said, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, but please comment, and I will drive content of whatever you need help with or whatever you want to see. And with that, Stick is done for now. We will see you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have a legendary posted for you. So have a good night.